It could be the week that makes or breaks Real Madrid's season, with the game against Manchester City starting off the knockout stages of the Champions League, where they pursue a 14th crown as European champions. That's at the Bernabeu. Then they've got the Clásico at the weekend, and it's all rather fallen off, or rather the wheels have fallen off the project in the last couple of games, Ali.
Yeah, if you go back 2 weeks, it was all set up perfectly for Real Madrid. They were leading La Liga, they were feeling good about themselves, everything was great. Barcelona was the one in trouble, and the conversation between Vidal and Lionel Messi and everything that was going on, and it felt like Barcelona, the house was on fire, and Real Madrid is like, we're over here, we're doing our thing. First in the league. And it felt like they were the favorites going into the Manchester City game because of the struggles of Manchester City, well-documented struggles of Manchester City. But somebody pulled the plug on Real Madrid over the last couple of weeks. They tie against Celta de Vigo, they lose against Levante. Injuries on the field, the fact that you had Eden Hazard coming back, and then not so much, he's not quite ready because, guess what? He got injured again. And so, it all comes at this time where now it's Manchester City, and then it's Barcelona. And meanwhile, Barcelona won their last couple of games, and so therefore now they're first in the league. And it all has come together so very quickly, and it feels like now the house on fire is Real Madrid rather than Barcelona. The timing could not be any worse for Real Madrid to go in this sort of mini slump that they're going through.
It's very tempting for us to sort of exactly cast it that way, and it's an accurate description of where they're at and why these two games are so huge for them. Is there a danger that they kind of capitulate according to that pressure, or do you think that they will, like we've seen in years past, save the best stuff for the Champions League, and then suddenly, let's say they get a great result, all is well again, they go into that game against Barcelona. Are they up to taking Barcelona to task?
Well, I think first thing is first. You deal with Manchester City and treat that game for what it is. Understanding that you are Real Madrid and that you are at the Santiago Bernabeu. And there is a level of expectation for you as a club, for you individually as players, for you to perform at a high level and get a result that it is required for the club and the history of that club. So that there is a responsibility for Real Madrid to play well. There's a responsibility for Real Madrid to get a result. And I think in order to do that, you go back to the things that you were doing only a couple of weeks ago. And that is showing great discipline defensively, showing a team that, unlike many of the other Real Madrid teams, this was more about being organized, being efficient, being effective, frustrating Manchester City, being okay with giving Manchester City the ball and say, okay, yeah, you guys try to create, but we are going to be more efficient, we are going to be more effective, and we are going to showcase the fact and highlight the fact that Manchester City hasn't been effective and hasn't been efficient. And when you expose that, then maybe that gives Real Madrid the opportunity to get the result they want. I would also say that Real Madrid in Champions League is like the boogeyman. You can't get rid of them. And so if you take them for granted, if you make the mistake of underestimating Real Madrid, do that at your own peril. Manchester City better be ready to play because Real Madrid will be ready to play at Santiago Bernabeu.
Of course, in recent years, it's also been about Cristiano Ronaldo in those big moments when they have been struggling. He comes up with a goal here, a big performance there, and suddenly it looks very different. And suddenly we all say, that's Real Madrid in the Champions League for you. They don't have that this year. Do you think that Rodrigo, Vinicius, do you think Valverde being there will make a difference as well? Mendy at left back coming in to help them defensively, perhaps with Marcelo being maybe ushered off. Is there enough in this team to get the better of that City side?
Men for men, I would say Manchester City, the potential of Manchester City and the ceiling for Manchester City is higher than that of Real Madrid. But again, the history and the strength of that history for Real Madrid in this competition has to have some value going into this competition. There's doubt from Real Madrid as to what's going on with them in La Liga. There's never doubt for Real Madrid to be ready for this moment. As for Manchester City, there's doubt coming from the league because, they're trailing Liverpool by 20-some-odd points. And so this becomes the one competition. This is the moment for Manchester City. So as much as there is tons of pressure on Real Madrid because of who they are and their history, there's also a great deal of pressure on Manchester City, and because the way that they've been playing up until this moment is essentially saying, well, the league is gone. Now we're going to focus on the Champions League. Well, Champions League is here now, so you can't let this opportunity go by. The amount of pressure that both clubs are feeling, that both coaches are feeling, it may just be the breaking point. Who handles that moment the best? It may just determine who goes through.
And just a gut feeling here. Positive result against City leads to a positive result against Barcelona. Flip side, negative result against City leads to a negative performance and result against Barca.
That would be the logical explanation. It's never logical when it comes to Real Madrid, and certainly in this competition. There are moments in which they haven't been so strong and yet they continue to advance. I would say that a positive result here against Manchester City allows them to breathe. But you must handle that psychologically very well, because in breathing doesn't mean that you get to relax. Because if you relax, then Lionel Messi shows up, and then Barcelona may just put away the league. So, positive result, get ready for Barcelona, continue the momentum, positive result then. Negative against Manchester City then means you're desperate against Barcelona, and you must win over the weekend. It's a big week for Real Madrid, and it's a big week for Zinedine Zidane.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.